What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm bringing you another training session. We've had a very busy morning in terms of group PT sessions, our weekly staff meeting as well, and behind the scenes I've been trying to put together more content, been doing a lot of outreach today to spread the word of my coaching and try and get more people on board, and now it is time to train. So we're doing posterior today, but before we start we're going to put together our little concoction of workout drink, which consists of some electrolytes, obviously creatine as well. Creatine is massively important. If you are not taking your creatine, then what are you doing? It is extremely good for that extra bit of energy during your session. Those final 2 reps taps into your creatine phosphate energy system, which basically provides the muscles with more water. Now, despite the speculation out there from 9 times out of 10 parents, creatine is not that bad for you. I'm on about 10 grams a day. You would probably have to have a whole bag of creatine for it to have any negative impact on your health. So for anyone out there that's saying, oh no, creatine's bad, creatine is not bad. All right, creatine is a great source of energy. Again, gives you that final push for those last couple of reps when you need it the most. And it's really good for recovery as well. Very, very good for recovery. Again, just allows more water in the muscle. So more fuel. And in the space of about 30 seconds explaining the benefits of creatine, I have just snapped my scoop and I've just poured half of my carbs on the floor. Now, the carbs kind of speaks for itself. Again, just energy throughout your session, which is great. I've just spilled even more, and I've made an absolute mess out of that, Jesus Christ. But yeah, carbs, great. Energy source, more fuel, definitely needed whilst being in this prep, 100%. The heat as well is not helping at all. So I will take any source of energy that I possibly can to get myself through these sessions. Mixing it together with a bit of Highland spring water, orange and passion fruit, so we should hopefully have a nice tasty drink on our hands. But for the time being, we have an absolute mess. So I'm going to clean this up and then we're going to get started. I did clean up the mess, do not worry. Lewis especially, do not worry. Yes, we've got posterior today. So we have a lot of upper focused movements. Plenty of back, triceps thrown in there as well, and then we're going to finish off with some hamstrings. A lot of emphasis across this whole prep and this whole journey on, again, my upper line, like I mentioned in the last video, and just trying to develop my back as much as possible. For me, in my opinion, I think that my back is probably my weakest point. Really good when it comes to getting lean and getting those striations and getting peeled and ready for the stage. However, it's just a size game, but that comes with time, that comes with experience, that comes with years and years and years of off seasons and preps and constantly getting better. So going into this prep, it is just something that we have maintained. I feel like we are literally just peeling away body fat at this point. So it's been very positive so far. So with my lateral pull downs, we're going to go back to a neutral grip today. 4 sets, 4 to 8, just try and go heavy to some extent, but again, just focusing mainly on control, exercise execution, getting a really good squeeze, getting a really good stretch in my lats as well, and just going for muscular failure as opposed to how much weight can we lift or how much weight can we pull. The amount of guys that you'll see in, like, let's say a commercial gym, or loads of guys that you'll see that are on plan that don't actually spend time with their coach, they will just try and haul as much weight as possible and not actually get any benefit from that. It looks great, it looks fancy, it looks cool, you look super, super strong, but you're not actually getting the most out of that exercise through that squeeze and through that stretch and that control. And I've mentioned it many times on my Instagram and in other YouTube videos in the past that even if you have to drop the weight to exercise the movement perfectly, then do so. Just put your ego to one side. Stay humble. Just remember the intentions and why you're training and what you're actually training for. When you start to remember those things and understand those things, your training will improve so much. And the weight will naturally go up anyway. As predicted in the last video as well, after my check-in on Saturday, calories went down, We're still sat at about 2,800 though, which is more than enough food to help with food satiety and hunger, so more than enough. Cardio did go up as well, so we're at 25 minutes now. I think across the whole week, Monday through Friday, and then having a bit more rest on the weekend. So we are really getting into like the tail end of prep and just getting off as much body fat as possible now. So that when we get closer to prep, 2 weeks out, or even 3 weeks out, hopefully, we can kind of just coast in. Last prep, we kind of just, as much as fat was burning, I felt like I was burning. It was like hour-long cardio, minimal calories, and it just felt like absolute hell. I mean, it paid off because I, again, got peeled and looked really good in my opinion, but it was absolute hell. So hopefully this time with a bit more dense muscle tissue, we don't run too high with cardio and calories stay relatively high as well. So we can just coast, and that is the aim. So this week we're ticking boxes. It's going to be pretty grafty now for the next couple of weeks until things get like freaky. So that is the goal. Do a little taste test of the drink as well. Not bad. I've tasted worse. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And for anyone wondering, we currently have the classical playlist playing. So that is helping me dial in a little bit this session. So one thing that I've become accustomed to, which I never thought I would, was training in the heat. We have had probably some of the worst heat in the UK. Now it's very different to if you're not in the UK. If you're not in the UK and it's like 35 degrees, then usually it's quite fine. Like you can tolerate it, you can deal with it. But for some reason in the UK, when it's like 35 or even in like the 30s, it's just humid and gross and everything feels sticky and it's just not very pleasant at all. However, during this prep, and I don't think I had it on my last prep to be fair, but during this prep, I have become accustomed to training in the heat, and I come in here and I wear a jumper and everyone's like, oh, why are you wearing a jumper? That's like mental. And I'm just like, because I just love sweating. I love the idea that I'm just burning stuff off of my body. It's really weird. It's very psychopathic, but I enjoy it quite a lot. I love the thought of it just like shedding off me. So despite how hot it's been, I've always started off training in a jumper or like a gym top of some kind. And then about midway, 3/4 way through my session, I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe it's time that we like take this off now and, have a little look at the pump. And then in my mind as well, this is very unscientific. This is purely my belief system, which is very flawed. But I personally believe that if I wear a jumper or a pump cover, then I'll have more of a pump. That's just the way that I think. And I just think that like, if I layer myself up with as much as possible, I think it's more the reveal when you take off that pump cover or that jumper or that jacket and then you're like, holy shit, I look quite big underneath. I think that's what I mainly look forward to. But moving on, assisted pull-ups now. Do not be surprised if you see a New Balance or a Lonsdale logo pop up on my lower back as well. I can't quite remember which ones I put on this morning. Oh, dear. I think we need to chalk up. Getting calluses like crazy. Chalk has been applied. Yeah, this is the part of the session that starts to look a little bit sus when I'm just covered in white stuff. But no, chalk, very useful to use, especially when you're doing any kind of gripping movement, whether that's deadlift, whether that's, you know, even lat pull downs I've used chalk for, obviously assisted pull-ups as well. Any rowing motion, anything that requires you to have more grip and you don't want to overcompensate by using your forearms, I would use 100%. So yeah, we use the liquid chalk by Strength Shop. Very, very useful tool. Anything that requires you to pull and not overload the brachialis or the forearm, use 100%. Do it. You might look a little bit sus by the end of it, but you'll be able to control that weight a hell of a lot more. Or in this case, I'll be able to control my body weight a hell of a lot more with these assisted pull-ups. So those last two, man, every single time. Moving on to the rows now, the seated row. Another exercise that maybe during my off season I would have probably got a little bit carried away with in terms of just trying to pull as much weight as possible. But again, just emphasis on the squeeze and the stretch, and you'll probably get bored of me saying that in this video, but it's true. The more that you squeeze, the more that you stretch the muscle and the targeted area, the more benefit you'll get from that movement. It is as simple as that. So on this one, just keeping the elbow tight, driving back as hard as I can. We've only got 6 reps on here, so we're allowed a bit more time to focus and really focus on pulling the weight with the elbow, not with the forearm. We're not gripping it hard and doing a false grip like I've mentioned in my Instagram videos. It's all elbow work and just perfecting that movement. I think it's that time during the session now where I maybe remove the layer because I am sweaty and I feel gross.
What's popping, guys? Just your daily dose of Lewis.
This guy does not leave me alone.
I know what you're thinking. How is he everywhere all at once? That is a film you can watch on Amazon. Now watch me pose.
It's hot.
Did somebody say Olympia bound? No one said Olympia bound. I did. If you say it out loud, it will become a reality, baby. Don't tell Maddie. Is this not recording me?
No.
What?
Run up the stairs. Okay, we are moving on to the push down now. And as much as it may seem like push down is the only arm exercise I do, I promise you guys it is not. It just happens to be the only arm exercise that I've actually shown you guys me doing. 2 sets, 6 to 8. Just going for control, big squeeze. Quite heavy as well. Aiming for that muscular failure. Yeah. Not feeling too bad. We will go slightly heavy on that though. Probably do a little burnout set at the end. Some half reps, just to really reach that muscular failure.
Yeah. Room for it? No. Shop your cup of tea when you go around, you're like, packs everywhere. No. Walk through the door, you dead. Just try and avoid it, mate.
Cable pullovers next. Really good exercise for a massive stretch on the lats. So that is exactly what we're going to focus on. Okay, finishing off the workout now with my... Oh, I just caught my gooch on the hamstring curl. Oh, Jesus Christ. Finishing off the workout now in pain and with the hamstring curls. We've got 3 sets. And that's always been one of my biggest insecurities with my legs is my hamstrings, getting the size. And I think that's just because purely in the past, I've never been able to really connect well with hamstring curls and just push hard. So that's what we're going to do with these upcoming sets. So going into my last set of hamstring curls now, and when I first started my off season, this is way before I was a coach, said to my coach that couldn't quite feel it the same as when I did like an RDL or like a deadlift variation for hamstrings, and that is because since that finding out that you actually have 2 muscles in your hamstrings. Now the one that the lying leg curl targets is the one that kind of overlaps the knee, which is why you won't feel the same stretch in a hamstring curl than you do an RDL. And in terms of preference for targeting that other area, you do not get much better than a lying leg curl. You get the seated ones, but for me, I just feel like all control goes out the window when you get towards the concentric of the movement. So lying leg curl for me will always top. Okay, that is the session done. A very successful posterior session today. Now we're just going to have a little look-see as to what is underneath. Had to step outside the gym, it's getting a bit busy. So hopefully the natural lighting doesn't do me too dirty. But yeah, we'll have a little look. I do apologise if you guys just got blinded then. Yeah, feel good. We'll do a little back shot for the road as well. Whew. Yeah, don't feel too shabby. Feel good. Running after a high day as well. Had a high day yesterday, or refeed day. So we're pretty carved up. Felt very energetic during that workout. So yeah, like I said.
Use it a little bit more.
Yeah, go for it. Watch my camera on top.
Oh,
You're alright.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
My fault.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You know you were stripping off.
No, you're fine. You're right. Nearly a camera down then. But yeah, post refeed. So feeling good. Felt very energetic that session. So massive positives there. So yeah, that is another workout done. I've now got to hop on the treadmill for 25 minutes as well. Completely forgot about that. Get some cardio in. Get those steps in as well. And yeah, we are just ticking the boxes this week. Again, as always, if you have got to the end of this video, thank you very much. I massively appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you are new. Leave a comment if you like, whatever, don't mind. But I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.